Hello, I'm Tato Cat. Welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Ace Academy. Previously, after beating Akira's team, because we're that awesome, Akira also has a hyperdrive, which is concerning. So after the match, we talked to Akira about it, and we find out it had something to do with his sponsor. And so we called them, and then we set up a meeting, and then we watched Leonardo DiCaprio get a Mosker and wake up to Mayu on her bed, and that is where we left off. She must have noticed the expression on my face because her eyes widen and her cheeks turn pink.
No, not like that. To study.
What?
I came over so we could study together, but you were sleeping so soundly, and I didn't want to disturb you, so I thought I'd just sit here and wait for you, and...
She finally pauses to take a breath.
I'm sorry.
Mayu practically leaps out of the chair and reaches for her bag.
This was a bad idea. I should go.
So she was just sitting in the chair watching us sleep. Okay. Wait. I jump out of bed and grab her arm to stop her and pull her towards me. To my surprise, she doesn't try to resist like I had expected, and she ends up losing her balance and falls on top of me. I falls a lot, it seems. When she meets my gaze, her face turns red, and she quickly looks away. My cheeks must be just as flushed. We immediately pull apart from each other. I'll go get ready, and then we can study.
Okay.
I grab my clothes and head to the washroom to get dressed. After I return, Mayu is sitting at my desk with her books and notebook open. I gather up my tablet and textbooks and join her. After a couple of hours, Mayu has to head out. I walk her to the bus stop. Then, when I return home, I hop back into bed. I need a nap after all that studying. Before long, I'm fast asleep. I wake up from my nap feeling refreshed. That really hit the spot. There's still a lot of time left before my Eludian meeting this afternoon. I wonder if anyone's free. Sho, Yuna. Alright, I hung out with Sho last time, and I said I'd hang out with Yuna, so I'm gonna hang out with Yuna this time. I wonder if Yuna's still trying out different clubs. The last couple of times I went with her, it was pretty fun. Let's see what she's up to. I dial Yuna's number. She seems out of breath when she answers.
Hello?
Hey Yuna, checking out any new clubs today? She chuckles.
Nope, I've decided on what I want to do.
Oh really? What did you choose?
Tennis!
I grin. Is that what you're doing now?
Actually, I decided to participate in the Tennis Open League today.
Does that mean you're going to try out for the school league next year?
Maybe. I'm not sure yet. It's still a huge time commitment, but I can always drop in on club matches. Want to come watch?
I recall how Yuna schooled me in tennis the last time we played. There's no chance this will be a boring event. Sure. I'll meet you at the courts.
Okay, see you soon.
We hang up the phone and I make my way to the rec center. The event has a strange turnout, and while the spectator space is not as large as our other venues, more than half the seats are filled. Seems pretty big though. I scan the crowd of students lining the tennis courts in search of Yuna. She's off on her own, leaning into a runner's stretch. Hey Yuna. Her face lights up when she sees me.
You're here! Thanks for coming.
I wasn't going to miss out on another chance to watch you wipe the floor with your opponents. She laughs.
It won't be so easy this time. I recognize some of the students from the Ace Tennis League. There's a good chance I'll have to play against them.
I take another look at the students holding tennis rackets. Most of them keep themselves. They wear solemn faces and quietly stretch. A small group of students are gathered in a circle. Those must be the league members. I don't think I know who any of them are. Yuna pauses and points out the ones she recognizes.
That girl with short hair is also a second year and a pretty strong player on the team. She's actually from my hometown. We trained together in high school.
The girl is one of the only students with a smile on her face. She rolls her wrist and lets her racket hang loosely by her side.
The guy to her left is a first year. He just made it onto the team, so he's still in training.
As Yuna gives the stats on her opponents, her demeanor her demeanor changes. Her posture relaxes, and her eyes glance alertly around the court. She'd fit right in with the rest of us in the pre-combat room if she were a pilot.
And that small guy beside them is actually their star player.
Really? I glance skeptically at him. He looks like a high schooler who's still waiting to go through puberty.
Yeah, he's a third year and captain of the tennis team. In fact,
Yuna points again to the first girl.
will probably take his place as captain next year. He's also left-handed.
Is this a Prince of Tennis reference? And that means...
I should have worked harder on my backhand.
So it sounds like those few are the only real challenge here.
That's only as far as I know. There may be some hidden diamonds nobody knows about.
You'll do great anyway. I doubt there will be any surprises. Just keep your head in the game. Yeah, just keep your head in the game. You'll do fine. Regardless, as long as you stay focused on the game, you'll be fine.
Thanks, Coach.
She sticks her tongue out at me. Spectators are being ushered to their seats, and the organizers announce the first matchup. I better go so I can claim a good seat. Yuna nods. The first few rounds are between students I don't know. I half-heartedly watch the match as They all kind of bleed together. Finally, Yuna's first match is up. I sit up in my seat and wave as she walks into the court. She smiles in acknowledgement. Her opponent is a random student I don't recognize. I settle back in my seat. This will probably be a quick match. As predicted, Yuna demolishes the poor guy. Soon the second round of matches begins, and Yuna is pit against the first year team league player. He scowls at Yuna, but she seems undisturbed. In the end, Yuna demolished him too. He stomps off the stage as I cheer along with the rest of the crowd for Yuna. When she's matched with the girl from the tennis team, two of them nod in respect for each other. Yuna grips her racket tightly. A look of concentration replaced the smile on her opponent's face. They're more evenly matched, I assume, because they're used to each other's styles and know each other's strengths and weaknesses. Although Yuna claims to be out of practice, she still comes out victorious with a 2-point lead. Finally, the two remaining contenders are Yuna and the third-year captain of the Ace Tennis League. Even from my seats, Yuna seems to tower over him, but he's unfazed. They ready their rackets as Yuna gives the first serve, just like when I played against her. Her racket connects with the ball in a resounding crack. It speeds across the net in a blur, but her opponent seems to be waiting for the ball and easily returns her serve. They continue to volley the ball back and forth. I lean forward in my seat, holding my breath. He strikes towards Yuna's left, and her backhand misses. The audience lets out a collective gasp. Their match is the most engaging as the two of them dart across the court. They are tied, and the last point wins the match. Ultimately, Yuna missed another backhand strike, and her opponent is named the victor. I race back down the courts. Yuna and the captain are speaking, and as I approach, I catch the tail end of their conversation.
Did you try out for the league this year?
Yuna shakes her head.
No, I was focused on my studies and was worried the league might be too much of a time commitment.
Okay, I thought she was supposed to be way taller than him. He is taller than her, if this is him, you know? It doesn't work.
No wonder I haven't seen you play before. I'll admit, I was really impressed by your skills.
Okay, then he's definitely not what's his name from Prince of Tennis, because he would never say that.
You should try out for the league next year. I'm positive you'll make it onto the team.
But maybe he's matured over the years. After all, he was in middle school in Prince of Tennis. Yuna smiles politely.
Thank you for the offer. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
I hope you do.
It is Ryoma Echizen! I didn't even read his name. God Captain Ryoma edges in. Oh, the writers of this game had fun, didn't they? He glances my way, then politely excuses himself. He didn't tell her she had a long way to go. Hey, Yuna. She whirls around. She whirls around to face me.
Oh, hey.
You were great out there.
Thanks, but I didn't win.
No, but you and the freaking captain of the team league were neck and neck for the majority of the match.
I know.
I thought you would finally realize just how impressive that was and crack a smile. She frowns instead.
If only I'd practiced my backhand. I know I could have beaten him in his smug face.
Wow. I knew Yuna was competitive, but I had no idea she was this competitive. Tried to calm her down. I've never seen this side of you before. Let her vent. Yeah, let her vent. This was a hard loss, and if I were in her shoes, I'd be just as upset. Better that she gets it out of her system now than later. Yuna continues to mumble to herself until she naturally begins to calm down. Feel better?
A bit. Well, it looks like everyone is leaving.
Yeah. We should probably leave too.
I'm going to go to the lockers and shower. Thanks for coming out again.
This was fun. She smiles.
I'll see you later.
I say my goodbyes, and we head our separate ways. It's almost time for my appointment with Elodie. I drive my bike downtown and... Ooh. This is a new scene. I like that they gave me a new background. I think it's new. Like I said, it took a whole month to play another game. I don't really remember all the backgrounds, but it feels new. For a, thing. It's not just like a black screen. Elodie. I drive my bike downtown and park near Elodie Enterprises. The building is impressive as the sunlight reflects off the tinted windows. Elodie signage is posted on the front entrance. It's large enough to be seen from a distance, but isn't as gaudy as Warp Tech signage. The receptionist cheerfully greets me when I enter. I let her know my name, and it's not long before I'm led to the engineer's office. He gestures for me to have a seat, which I accept. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me.
My pleasure. How may I be of assistance?
Oh, he has a douchebag voice. I had a few questions about the core overdrive technology seen at Ace Academy's match yesterday.
What questions?
Ask an easy question to test if he'll tell me. Ask a question I'm dying to know. No, we'll ask an easy question. Let's see what he'll give us. How is the technology enabled?
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to divulge company secrets.
My apologies. If the question was unclear, I meant to ask how Akira was able to enable the overdrive mode during the match.
Yes, I understand. Unfortunately, that is not something I am at liberty to share.
Even Akira was able to give me that information. How come this man won't? Something strange is going on. Ask the question I'm dying to know. How were you able to engineer the core's overdrive mode? That technology is not common knowledge.
I apologize, but I can't disclose company secrets.
I should have been... Well, I should have seen that coming. If they're so tight-lipped, does that mean there's some shady business going on here? I'm not sure what's going on here. As far as I'm aware, that technology has not been made available. So how was that addition suddenly built into Akira's gear?
Again, I'm sorry, but that's not something I'm at liberty to discuss.
Obviously, this conversation is going nowhere. My frustration increases and makes my tongue loose. Then what can you discuss? So far, that's been the only thing you've said. He frowns.
I don't appreciate that tone.
Well, I don't appreciate your face. I don't appreciate you stringing me along like this. Why did you agree to meet me if you had no intention of talking to me?
If you ask me a question I am at liberty to answer, then I will gladly answer it for you.
Did you kill my parents for the technology? The only answers I need are for the questions I have asked.
I'm sorry, but it looks like I won't be able to help you.
I crossed my arms. I'm not leaving here without answers.
Then I'm afraid I will have to call for security.
Oh no. I stare at him defiantly. He picks up the phone. In a matter of minutes, 2 burly guards show up in the office. They each grab a hold of one of my arms and drags me out of the office. Let me go. I can't leave until I get some answers.
What is the meaning of this?
What's his name? Oh, he gets a sprite. He's important too. A tall man dressed in a smart suit blocks the hallway.
Why are the guards trying to forcibly remove this young man from the premises?
Yeah. Donnie's cool.
We're just following orders, sir.
I am the order here.
The guards look at each other, then release me.
Thank you.
The man turns to me.
What is this all about?
Although he speaks softly, there is a clear air of authority around him. I don't dare act petulantly towards him, especially after he's given me a second chance to get my answer. I'm sorry, sir, but I came here looking for an answer to a simple question.
What question?
It's in regards to the overdrive core from the Ace Academy match yesterday. He studies me.
You are a student here?
Student there? Yes. Yes, a pilot.
Come in my office. Perhaps I can help you.
Thank you, Donnie. Screw you, receptionist person, sir dude. He dismisses the guards and leads me into a private office with a large window with large windows. I read the plaque on his desk, which is twice the size of my own. Is it Donnie Roos or Donnie Ross? I'm gonna say Roos. Donnie Roos, CEO. I glance sharply at him, but he doesn't seem to notice. Why is the CEO getting involved with that kind of dispute? He offers me a seat, which I take. Maybe this is some sort of PR stunt, although he seems helpful. I shouldn't let my guard down.
Now, explain to me how I can help.
I go through my explanation about the match yesterday and mention who I am. He seems intrigued after hearing my name.
You're the pilot of Eagle?
Yes.
Your gear caused quite a bit of intrigue in the R&D community with your unique core.
Then how exactly was Aladian able to possess that technology? He raises an eyebrow, as if I'm implying the answer is obvious.
We partnered with Midori Energy to develop the core. Midori Energy supplied the schematics, and of course the Eludian team worked hard to build and refine it.
I blink. Midori Energy? Does he mean Midori Energy Inc.? That was Dad's company.
I'm surprised Dashu, being an energy drink company, was able to acquire the technology before it went to market.
Something's very weird. Something very weird is going on here. But I don't think Aladian is involved maliciously. Yeah. I guess Dashu has her sources. He smiles.
I don't doubt it.
The phone rings, interrupting our conversation.
I'll have to take this.
I nod and stand. Thank you very much for meeting with me. I appreciate your time.
You're an interesting pilot. Perhaps our paths will cross again.
He nods in dismissal and answers his phone while I leave his office. My mind is a whirlwind of questions as I leave the building and head back to my bike. Was Dad working on this core for Midori Energy? I'd always thought this was a project for the two of us. But that's not the case, then maybe they had something to do with... I shake my head, trying to free myself from these thoughts. I can't jump to conclusions. I need to clear my head and calm down. Maybe someone is free right now. I could use the distraction. Coyote, Valerie. I guess we'll hang out with Valerie since we hung out with Coyote last time. Question, why don't we just... Shouldn't we go and try to figure out the secret code that's in our core stuff? I bet Valerie would want to hang out. I decided to go give her a call.
Hey there. I was just thinking about you.
Oh, really?
Yep. I was just thinking how fun it would be to go dancing. But I need a partner. You in?
I was born to dance. I'm not much of a dancer. I don't think Satsuma is a huge dancer. I don't think I make a good dance partner.
So, it doesn't matter if you're good or not, as long as you have fun.
If you need someone to stand on the sideline and watch everyone else dance, I can do that.
Alright, but I bet I can get you dancing before the night's done.
If it's Valerie, I'm sure she can. Good luck. Is this going to be on campus?
You're funny. I'll text you the address. See you soon.
Alright, we'll see how dance goes in the next episode. I'm Kato Cat. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.